Hello everyone, welcome back to this week's YouTube video, and today I'm going to be talking about everything that I think is worth to splurge on in your Airbnbs. I currently have 19 active Airbnbs and I have learned a lot since starting this business. In the beginning, when I got my first 3 properties, it was a battle between like me wanting to do the most but not having the funds. And ever since I went from 3 up until 19, I have learned the fine line between what is worth spending the extra money on and what is just not necessary at all. I've had thousands and thousands and thousands of guests give me their own opinions. So I'm here to share that with you guys, recommend some of my favorite products. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. First things first is your mattresses. It's kind of hard because you could buy a super soft mattress and people will complain it's too soft, or you can buy a really hard mattress and people will complain it's too hard. So you're always gonna have people who are unhappy. And when you go on Amazon or you just look up mattresses, there's thousands of mattress brands out there. It is extremely overwhelming. My personal favorite mattresses are the Zinus mattresses. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it, but as you can tell, they have a lot of reviews on Amazon, and I personally can vouch for them because I have purchased these beds in every single Airbnb that I have, and the ones that I haven't purchased these mattresses, guests have complained. I learned my lesson and now strictly just purchase these beds. I think it's a great medium between soft and firm. The great thing about this brand is these mattresses are actually pretty affordable compared to like Tempur-Pedic mattresses are nice, but like these feel like they're made from the same type of material, just like a different brand and way cheaper. My king mattresses that I get from them are like $470, and that is because I get the king mattresses and I also get the thickest one to kind of just provide as much comfort as possible. Splurging on a good bed is like the bare minimum that you can do. If they wake up and they have a night's sleep, they're gonna be miserable, and that's gonna carry over to the rest of their trip, and you won't wake up to like an angry text from someone who hasn't slept in the past 12 hours. The next thing that kind of ties into mattresses is mattress protectors. Airbnbs, like I have multiple people doing some dirty shit on there, and it would be disgusting if there wasn't like something protecting the actual mattress other than just a fitted sheet. These are the mattress protectors that I use. I think they're like $12 or $15 on Amazon, and I have probably bought like over 150 of these. I buy 3 sets per bed on every single property, so if you do the math, I don't know, that's a lot of mattress protectors. They're worth the investment. Cleanliness, bed bugs, like it's good to have, and your guests will appreciate it. Smart TVs. So this is a huge one in all of my Airbnbs. I have these Roku smart TVs. Super nice because the remote has like Netflix, Peacock, Hulu, a bunch of different streaming platforms. None of my units have cable. It saves a lot of money and no one's ever complained about it. Quality towels. There's a lot of cheap towel sets on Amazon. For example, this one, I actually purchased these before and the quality was absolutely terrible. With those cheap towels, they are very thin and a lot of the times very small, like width-wise, not convenient for anyone. I have used them before and they were even like not that comfortable for me. So imagine if like a 6-foot dude was trying to use that towel, like it would just not be comfy. They tend to like pill a lot and it's literally like impossible to remove and it just looks dirty. Some of my favorite ones are actually from Costco. I think they're like $7 a towel, which isn't even bad. Invest in the towels. Extra cleaning supplies. So this is something I definitely wasn't doing when I first started Airbnb. I was being very like stingy with it, but I realized it's just easier as a whole to leave extra cleaning products for your guests. Every single unit I have a broom, I also have a vacuum, and then I have under the sink, like I have cleaning spray, like antibacterial, and then also some wipes. This is just nice to have. They have kids or they have dogs and like they made a mess. If they don't have stuff to clean it with, they're not gonna clean it. Now I have all of those things in every single unit and I've had a lot of compliments on it, and also I've just noticed guests leaving the properties a lot cleaner because they have the option to clean up those little messes. You can leave it in like one of the closets and just, let them know that it is there if they need it. A quality couch. I think this is like top 2 most important thing. Number 1, I feel like, is the mattress. The second thing is a lounging area. A lot of times the reason people book Airbnbs is to actually hang out with the people they're going on the trip on and enjoy the space. I have seen a lot of Airbnbs that are like, oh, we sleep 8 guests, and they have like a 2-seater foldable IKEA sofa. I went on like a huge trip with 8 of my friends and we all couldn't sit in the living room together, I would be. It's okay to get like a smaller couch because if you're working with like a small space, I get it. So having like a smaller couch and then maybe having like 2 accent chairs on the end, like just trying to utilize this space and make it fitting for as many guests as you're planning on hosting is huge. Another one that sounds pretty obvious, but a lot of people don't do is your air mattress needs extra linens. A lot of the times people will provide the air mattress, but they won't provide like a sheet set or a comforter or pillows. And it's just inconvenient for everyone essentially. You have to like take a pillow from one of the other bedrooms. Your guests will really, really appreciate it. Another little thing that I think really helps with just bringing the experience like all together is instead of just taking your Pantene shampoo and conditioner bottles and like just throwing them in the shower, take your Pantene shampoo and conditioner and put it into a separate dispenser that isn't labeled with Pantene. If you're charging like $300 a night, it's okay if you're using Pantene, but people do not want to see that. But if you're putting it in these dispensers, they're not gonna know a lot of the times, and it just like looks nicer than seeing like a Pantene bottle in the shower. I personally use these. I've had a lot of experience with dispensers. Tried the ones that have the peel and stick on the back. Those ended up falling off the wall in like maybe a week. Also tried ones that you had to mount into the shower, but I wasn't able to mount them in the shower. These are perfect because it's actually like a cement kind of thing that they send you. They literally like do not move. I think $30, but totally worth it. Virtual guidebook. There's a lot of different ways you can go about doing this. A lot of people obviously send their instructions through text, which is cool. It's fine. It gets the job done. But if you want to make the experience even more like a wow factor, then I highly recommend getting a virtual guidebook. I know some hosts who create like a Canva sheet and then they send the link to that Canva sheet to their guests whenever they book, and that has like photos and like it's a little bit more interactive. I love a good virtual guidebook. They are a little bit on the pricier side. You can submit photos, you can submit videos. I use videos in all of mine, but it's just so much easier for someone to understand navigating a property they've never been to when they have a video. I 100% recommend investing in a virtual guidebook. Also, I'm able to update it from anywhere in the world instead of like having the physical paper book. It is 100% worth the investment. Smart locks are like, if you're gonna do Airbnb, you need these. Like, it's not even a question. If I have the choice to put a smart lock in, I'm using the Schlage Encode smart locks. They're super user friendly. I can update the codes from my phone. You can automate the codes. Like, it's amazing, and they're super easy to set up. This makes check-in process for each guest a lot simpler. You literally just give them a 4-digit code and they can enter and leave at any time. Kind of piggybacking off of the smart lock, I do think it is important, if you have the ability to have a lockbox at your property in addition to the smart lock. Not gonna lie, there has been a couple times where like Wi-Fi has gone out or like they've just given me issues and the guests literally like couldn't get inside. And if I had an additional lockbox with a physical key, it would have been a lot easier to avoid that issue and like it really not be an issue at all. This one is also pretty self-explanatory, but a Ring camera, I think it's like $99 and a lot of times they go on sale. These Ring cameras have been helpful in many different situations, obviously with like protecting myself against like guest claims that are like false, making sure my cleaners have gotten to the unit okay, or making sure the guests left. Like, there's just so many things that these cameras can protect you with, and for $99 it's 100% worth it. If you can't physically drill into the door, like a lot of apartments, I use these like apartment friendly no drill mounts. You can get them on Amazon. I think they're like $10. Highly recommend. And last but not least, having specific towels for makeup removal. I know personally, whenever I go to hotels, I literally feel so bad because I need to like clean my beauty blender. It's like orange whenever I'm done drying my beauty blender. I personally, in every single one of my Airbnbs, have these specific towels that are designated for removing makeup. And you can even go the extra mile to like write a little sign that says, you know, if you plan on using these for makeup, please use the black makeup towels, not the white towels. It saves us on, you know, so many linens being thrown away. I did just post on Instagram today that I was going to film a Q&A, but I didn't have enough time to like let enough responses come in to film a full video, so I will be going over these in next week's YouTube video. If you have any specific questions, you can put them in the comment section down below or head over to my Instagram. This little poll is still live and active. So that wraps up this week's YouTube video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've been having so much fun filming these videos for you guys. December 1st, I am starting a 20 unit deal. So the content is gonna be crazy. I have a videographer this time, which I am like through the roof excited about and can really document the whole entire process for everyone. Keep your eyes peeled. Lots of exciting travels, conferences, meetups, units, and I'm just very excited to document it all with you. If you're interested in joining any of my coaching programs, they will be in the description down below. I also have a free newsletter that goes out 2 times a week, every Monday and every Wednesday. I will chat to you guys next Thursday. Bye!